Well, everyone, iOS 26 has just been released as a developer beta, and I wanted to go and kind of demonstrate it against One UI 7 and show you how some of the icons are different, how some of the UI is different. This is not going to be anything crazy on either one, but I did kind of want to showcase some of those key differences. Now, number one, when we're taking a look at both of these softwares, we have to remember One UI 7 is officially released, iOS 26 is in a beta. So this is probably going to experience some glitches and stuff. It's totally okay. When you can kind of see how the home screen looks, the icons are slightly different. Going through, their animations are fairly the same. It's funny, within One UI 7, Samsung did a good job at kind of copying Apple in a way, which is if you swipe down on the left side, you get into your notification drawer, but if you swipe down on the right side, you get into your quick toggles. Now, I will tell you in my personal opinion, the quick toggle situation on One UI 7 looks so much better than on iOS 26. iOS 26, you can barely even see these icons. It's very hard to read this. You can turn this off in the settings a little bit, but on stock native, this is what Apple's approach was here. I used to like the iPhone's control center more, but if Apple does not switch this back, the One UI 7 control center is going to probably be the better one here. So that right there is kind of a weird thing. I know, hopefully Apple can go and kind of figure this out. But that is essentially one of the more key differences you're going to see on iOS 26. In fact, if you go inside of any application for the most part, with One UI 7, it's not a big deviation than what it was before, but on iOS 26, you'll see right behind it, the clear icon kind of goes away and it kind of starts loading whatever's in behind it. I think that's nice, but it's hard to kind of see exactly what you're looking at. I think on Android, it's not even that nice. It's not the nicest, but it doesn't look as I don't know, maybe it's just going to take some time to get used to, but I'm just not that big of a fan of it, right? I think it's going to grow on me a little bit, but here, even in applications, it's fine. It's just system-wide when you're in other areas, it's not necessarily the nicest looking thing. Now, another thing is the iPhone camera on iOS 26 has gotten an upgrade. This, I think Apple did really right. It looks so much better on iOS 26, and I feel like if you're comparing it between both, definitely I kind of like the iOS 26 camera, maybe more than the One UI 7 camera. But that was just a small minor thing. It's funny because in applications like settings, for example, there's kind of a more of a similar type of layout here. So before we would get, the standard type of layout, but Apple kind of went through and put a search bar at the bottom of their particular, device settings right here. And that is kind of an interesting thing Apple ended up doing here too. We now have call screening inside of our iPhones as well. That was something that we didn't have before, and that is now a new little feature we have inside of iOS 26. It stemmed from Androids. Androids have had it for a while, so I'm really glad we were able to have that type of capability here as well. You also have all these other types of glass, liquid glass types of experiences here, which, like I mentioned before, can be a cool thing, but it really just depends on the way you kind of look at it. Hopping back out of here, if you kind of go ahead and take a look at some other elements throughout the whole entire device, like if you take a look at even things like the internet browsers, there's slight differences all throughout as well. So you're going to see this bar at the bottom, it's a little bit different. But I would say overall, if you're kind of looking at both, between them, I will say that it's going to take a little bit more time for iOS 26 to kind of develop out. With Galaxy AI features and Apple Intelligence features, I think there's going to be some key differences Apple's going to throw in here. There's some really cool things like live translations and stuff, which Samsung kind of has, but I'm very curious to see what's going to end up happening with the future of iOS 26. Hopefully it can stable out a little bit more, but as of right now, the control center itself is one of those things that's really kind of bothering me, and hopefully Apple can go ahead and address this and fix it. So in terms of that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, Solden.